What's up, guys? Welcome back to Sannoh Football. Arsenal versus Man City tomorrow. Community Shield, right? It's gonna be a tough game, guys. It's gonna be a tough game. Listen, it's the first trophy on the line. I know, I know what all the every fans that are not involved in this. I know we all know what this means. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's not a trophy. It's not a trophy." No, I disagree, right? For me, I actually disagree with this. Most fans that are Arsenal or Man City fans, when they're involved in these kind of games, they want to win. They want to win. So this is the first trophy on the line, and I know it's not going to be an easy game. It seems like for both teams they have a lot on the line, and I think tomorrow is going to be really the first game where we're going to take a look at both teams. How the preparation. Both teams have been preparing. Both teams don't have their full starting lineup. We all understand that. Both teams players, some of the players that were in the World Cup are barely coming back now. So most of them might not be in the lineup. But for the guys that have been there, we'll see what it looks like tomorrow. We'll see what it look like for both teams. So let me start with Arsenal. I know Arsenal has been all over the place. They played what 4 preseason game. We won the first game against Girona, which was a good game. 4-1 win, and then a back-to-back defeat to Dortmund and Betis, and then of course we end up with 1-1 tie with Como, and I think winning on the penalties. But again, those are all preseason games. Those are all games that you look at your players, be like, okay, where they are, who do we need to do, and who do we need to bring in, who do we need to give more time to. It's been great, but they lost against Dortmund and then of course Betis wasn't good. It wasn't really good. So for me, I'll be really looking into how this team is gonna be like because I guarantee you the team that starts tomorrow, they might not be the team that start on Friday, next Friday when we start against Coventry, but still, this will give us a clear indication of what Arsenal looks like. There's some players we're gonna have to be looking at. Mostly Skelly. I want to see what Dalman look like because Bakayo Saka might not be fit. So Bruno Gomes might be. We want to see what he brings to the team because again, Declan Rice might not be ready to get in that team. So there are a few players there that we really need to look at, and most importantly, I really want to see what our defense is going to look like because that's where for me the struggle is going to be. Without Saliba, now you're going to be looking at okay, is it going to be Mosquera? Now you got to play Ben White because Timber is out. So there are a few things to look at. But most importantly, we're gonna have to look at the attack too, because I think the game against Dortmund it wasn't too good, especially against Betis. That game was really, really terrible in terms of attack. But Como was a little better. But again, it's more of how do these guys connect? How do we get our creativity going? Because for me, that's where I still think we're lacking. Who's going to be connecting those passes? Because you're going to be playing against those low block. It's going to be there all season. It's going to be there. So it's not as if teams have just forgotten how to do low block against us. No, they're gonna be there. It's gonna even get worse because everybody's gonna try to figure out how you stop this Arsenal side. So tomorrow, they're just how is Odegaard gonna adapt to Bruno Gomes because Bruno usually play on the right too. So that's gonna be interesting. So I think it's gonna be a big, big game. It's gonna be a big test for both teams. We'll find out. It will give, I think, the indication because you talk about Mikel Arteta and Moresca. These guys know each other. These teams, City and Arsenal, is always competitive. So when you look at these players tomorrow, Maestro Skelly, Gabriel Magalhaes against, hopefully, I think Alan might play second half, but Gabriel Magalhaes, that right back, that right center back area for Arsenal, it's going to be tricky. It's going to be really tricky because we're going up against elite, Doku and Samini, all these guys, yeah? So it's going to be tough. I can't wait to see. There's some kids there for sure. I think Diamond is going to be part of the team this year. Yeah, but it's gonna be really that midfield for me for Arsenal tomorrow. Bruno Gomes, Marcel Skelly, and it's gonna be Odegaard, and then of course the back. It's gonna be interesting to see. I can't wait. I can't wait. Although it's a community shield, but it's a trophy. I want to win that trophy. I want Arsenal to win it, and I'm sure for City too. I know the fans want to win it too because it's just a bragging right. Just to know, like, okay, we won something already. As a player, just winning any kind of trophy, it doesn't matter. It just gives you that confidence. It makes you look forward to the next game. Let's talk about City for me. Man City with Pep Guardiola leaving. Moresca is there now. Moresca is a good coach, regardless of what people want to say. He was at Chelsea, living Chelsea. For whatever reasons, we all know about it now. But I think he's a good coach. I think him coming to City, it's the same thing. City have the same players. They haven't changed much, right? They haven't changed much. The only few issues that they probably the transfer market now. Randy's gonna be leaving. Rodri's not gonna be there. But they have done really good business bringing in Anderson. Regardless of what people say, I think he's an elite player. For the next 5, 6 years, he's going to be the man in the middle of the pack. So with him, he might not start tomorrow, but that midfield for City tomorrow is going to be interesting. I know Kovacic is there. I think it's going to be Gonzalez. I think Kovacic, Gonzalez, and maybe you find Phil Foden there. It's going to be interesting, that midfield tomorrow, because I look at Kovacic. I don't know if he has the pace and the power. I don't even know why. I thought he's going to leave, but for them, it's going to be interesting, right? Because they're all their preseason game. They've won most of their preseason game. They won most of their preseason games. Yeah, they played 5 preseason games, and yeah, they beat Atletico their last game 3-1, and then they beat team in Japan. So yeah, they've had a good preseason, without obviously their main superstars and things like that. So I think City, it's not going to be no difference. It's not. I think maybe the speed of play might be different, because you know how we used to Pep Guardiola just press. The amount of press without the ball is ridiculous. So maybe that's where the change is going to be, because um, Moresca is more methodical. I think Moresca is more like Ateta. He doesn't like giving the ball away. He doesn't like giving goals away. So that's going to be interesting tomorrow. I can't wait but both teams are going to want to win. They're going to want to win, because City and Arsenal, it's just been ridiculous. Whenever these guys play, regardless of what it is, every game is intense. It's full throttle. Like, I mean, back to back power, physical for physicals. So if Haaland is not going to start tomorrow, I think that might be a little less issue for Gabriel to deal with. Although Mamouche is quick and all that kind of stuff, but it should be an interesting game. It should be an interesting game, because both teams don't like each other. We know that. They don't. Everybody, for the past 5 years now, it's been back and forth. I think for the past 2 seasons, there's been 5 games. Arsenal have won one, City won two, and then they tied the other two. I mean, the last game we beat them was a 5-1. So I think for us, this will be really important. Although it's gonna be Moresca, no more Pep Guardiola, but still it doesn't matter. Any game against City, we want to win. And I'm sure for them it's the same thing too. Right? It's tough. All the players that were at City last season, they're still there. I don't think so, except Bernardo Silva, which for me, he's one of those players I hated playing against, because he's just unplayable. He is just unplayable in most cases. He can play in the middle. He can pop up on the left, pop up on the right. He's on the 10. He's even score goals against us. He's very, very difficult to play against. I think for me, him going is going to be a big loss. And I think now they don't know it, because of they do still do have, bringing in players like Anderson, players like Boadi coming in. But Bernardo Silva, for me, he's one of those guys that are irreplaceable. You cannot replace him. You can bring in the other midfielder, but for me, he's elite. He's elite. He's annoying to play against, right? So I think tomorrow is going to be interesting. City have always been one of those teams where it's difficult for us to beat. Right, for the past few years now, they have been the ones that everybody's trying to beat. Now it's us. Now everybody's going to want to beat Arsenal. And I think for City, especially Moresca, he's going to be putting this team up tomorrow thinking, can we beat Arsenal? Regardless of what happened, regardless of the players not available. I know Saka is not going to be available. Declan Rice is not going to be available. Saliba is out. Who else is going to be out of that team? So, but yeah, the goal is to win, because every game now against City against Arsenal is just a battle. So I think the goal is to win tomorrow. For me, it's all going to be about the midfield. I'm looking at this midfield here. It's ridiculous, man, for City. Uh, Whoever control that midfield tomorrow win these games. That's all I know, because at the end of the day, the wingers, Doku and Semenyo gets the ball when the ball gets to them, right? So if we can figure out a way how to stop Phil Foden, and then obviously I think it's going to be Kovacic and Gonzalez. I just can't see Anderson playing tomorrow. Maybe he'll get a few minutes, but I just can't see. So I think Arsenal should be able to handle that midfield. Miles Skelly and Bruno Gomes in the middle. I can't wait to see what he's going to be doing against City tomorrow. So I think whoever controls the midfield got the game tomorrow. Haaland might not start. Mamouche is there. And for us, again, we got Diamond, on one side, Christozolis on the other side. It should be interesting. Gyökeres putting pressure on these guys. I'm talking about a real formation-wise. I'm looking at maybe Ben White. Yeah, Ben White's going to be on the right. Calaferi for me on the left. And I think Gabriel Mosquera playing in the center. I'm just a little worried when it comes to Mosquera, man. Honestly, because and that's one area I think we have to improve this year. With Saliba being out, we need Mosquera. We need Mosquera to be on top of his game. So Mosquera, Luis Kelly, Bruno Gomes is going to be on playing at the 8. I don't think he's going to be playing. I think he's going to be playing at the 8 tomorrow in Luis Kelly in the center of the field at the base. And then for Man City, Doku, electric player, one of the best players for me. I think he's one of those guys where I don't care who you are as a fullback. Playing against him is terrifying because you don't know where he's gonna stop, when he's gonna stop, when he's gonna move. So Ben White's better better put on his game tomorrow because it's not gonna be easy at all. And of course, guys, they have Semenyo on the right side. Same thing. I think Calafiori should be able to deal with Semenyo pretty comfortably. I think for me it should be okay. I think that backline will be okay. It's just going forward. This game tomorrow should be okay. I think it's a game that Arsenal should win regardless of what happened. But it's just the right side of defense I'm worried about, really. So, and that midfield, of course, for City is going to be Kovacic and Gonzalez, I'm thinking, because Reinders is gone. Rodri is not fit. Who else? Anderson, they brought him. He's not going to be fit. He's not going to be ready for this game tomorrow. So who else they really have? Which is why I think Bernardo Silva, because usually when Bernardo Silva is there, he plays in that midfield. He plays in that Gonzalez area. They play Kovacic and Bernardo Silva, but now he's gone. So who really? No, that's why they're trying to sign Enzo, because I don't know who plays in that midfield. It's gonna be Fernandez, Gonzalez, and Kovacic and Phil Foden. Yeah, they have Chucky. They have all these other guys that can come in and make a huge difference. But for that starting lineup, and then of course the back line for City, Nunez, Gabriel, Diaz, and then Anori on the left side. I think they should be okay. It's that midfield for me. I'm just a little skeptical about City there. So which I think for me, Arsenal tomorrow will have to dominate that midfield. I think it should be a good game, but I also think it's a game that we have to win tomorrow. So prediction wise, I think probably 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal. I think City is gonna be difficult to beat, but if we can figure out a way how we stop Doku and Samino, getting on the ball, I think we have a chance to dominate that midfield. We just have to dominate that midfield. I think they have a lot of players. I think City still have really, really excellent players. Players are all the same. But problem is, I don't know if they're all ready. Haaland is not ready. Like I said, Anderson is not ready yet. Chuck is just barely coming back as well. So the players that can really hurt us are Doku and Saminio. Can we stop them? If we can't stop them individually. I'm telling you right now. What we can do, we can slow them, slow the pace of their speed by them coming down to receive the ball. It should be a good game, but I also think it's a game that we have to win tomorrow. So I just think for me, I think the prediction wise, I think probably 3-1. I'm gonna go 3-1 Arsenal. I think City is gonna be difficult to beat, but if we can figure out a way how we stop Doku and Samino, getting on the ball, I think we have a chance to dominate that midfield. We just have to dominate that midfield. We want to win it because it will really boost the guys up. It will boost the confidence up. It will boost it makes the fans look forward to the next game, So, and it's against City. That's my prediction. Neither managers want to lose. I don't think Ateta wants to lose tomorrow. I don't think Ateta is looking forward to that. I think he wants to win this game tomorrow. Just setting that line, that marker. You win this game. This kind of game is like a 3-1. You dominate. Not just winning it by with the odd free kick or the odd corner kick. No, you dominate the game. Like you pretty much wear them out. You show that you won the league. You have to show them you won the league, right? And how do you show them? Dominate the play. It doesn't matter where. The whole game. Dominate the game. Control the game. Show why you are the champion of the league. Show why you want to show that you're going to win the league again. Because that's the goal for us. It's not about winning one title. No. All the other teams around us are building. We have built. Our team is already built. There's no more rebuilding, right? We bring in pieces now to just make the team better and better. It's no more rebuilding. We bring in few pieces, bringing in center midfield, bringing in center back, bringing in left winger, which we need to bring in. It's just to add to the team. Yeah. So I think this is the kind of game tomorrow you want to just go in and dominate City because they are the closest rival. I think they're going to be the team to push us all the way this year too. I know Liverpool and United did pretty good, but it has to be City because that team is the same. Because I still think they're going to bring in a couple of players, and then it's going to be really tough for us to retain it. But I think we can. So, guys, I want to hear from you. Who do you think is going to start tomorrow for this game? Is Max Diamond not just start, but he's going to be part of this team permanently? Madueke is pretty good, but his end product is terrible. He needs to get better at that. I think Max Diamond stays in the team. Is Max Diamond's going to start? Luis Kelly's going to keep his place, not just for this game tomorrow, but for the next game. Because I know Declan Rice will be back for, the next game against Coventry, our first league game. But is Luis Kelly going to start for the next game, which I'm looking forward to for sure. So, but yeah, guys, that's my thought. Let me know who's gonna win tomorrow. Put your prediction down in the comment section below, and let me know. For me, I think Arsenal should win this game tomorrow 3-1, and I think they will win the game 3-1. Yeah. Let me know down in the comment, and thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and like the video as well. Thank you.